So if you just joined, there is an option to use one weight or a water bottle for this workout, but you don't need one. All right, when you get started, let's go ahead and do marching, high knees forward, driving your knees up towards your hands. Shoulders are down and back, head is lifted, chest is proud. Just getting the blood flowing a little bit here. Think about your posture, start thinking about your breathing. Full inhales and exhales here. And that ding is our 10-second rest. Go ahead and shake it out. So Tabatas, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're moving into squats next. Feet a little wider than hip width apart, toes slightly out. Sink your hips back, reach up, and go onto your toes. So we want extension through the shoulders, a little bit of balance. Weight should really be in the heels. Imagine a bench far behind you. You're trying to sit in that bench. There should be little to no weight in your toes. Rest, shake it out. 10-second break. We're gonna do sumo squats next. So it's a wider squat stance, toes point out on this one, and we're gonna drop straight down. So shoulders try to stay stacked over your hips on this, knees go out towards your toes. We're warming up our inner thighs a little bit more on this variation. Starting to breathe a little bit heavier, maybe think about exhaling with the effort. So as you stand, still driving through our heels, and rest. 10-second break. Moving into our lunges next. So we'll do alternating front lunges. Put our hands behind our head on this one. Begin. Nice big steps forward. Front knee stays behind the toes. Pressing through the heel to return to standing. Imagine your feet are on railroad tracks, so you keep that space between your feet. That'll help with balance. And 10-second break. Reverse lunges will be next. So arms are gonna go overhead on this, and we're gonna step back instead of forward. All right, get ready, and begin. Really trying to get extension through your arms here. See if you can get your biceps by your ears. Just like our front lunges, big steps. Feet are on railroad tracks. Front knee stays behind your toes. Exhale as you press up. And rest. 2 more warm-up moves. We're gonna do inchworms next. So, 3 more warm-up moves actually. We'll still do the inchworms next. Hinge at the hips, walk out into a plank position. Optional push-up, belly button's pulled into your spine so there's no sway in your lower back. Bend your knees as much as you need for this to feel comfortable. Really focusing on our planks on this. Belly button's again pulled in so there's no sag, no pike in your hips. And rest. I forgot our side lunges. So we'll stay standing. We're gonna be doing side lunges next. All right, so big steps to the side, hips go back. Just like your hips go back in your squat. So again, imagine that there's a bench really far behind you and you're trying to find it by really shooting your hips back. Knee stays behind the toes like with every squat and lunge we've done. Chest stays lifted as much as you can. And 1 move left, it's gonna be a stationary plank. So we'll go out kind of like the end of our inchworm and we'll just hold for 20 seconds. All right, when you're ready, let's get started. This can be on your knees as well. There should be a space between your chin and your chest. Eyes gazing a little bit in front of your hands. Imagine your body is like a board, like a plank, like the name. Breathe here, hold it. And go ahead and take a little break. 45-second rest, grab some water if you need it. I'm gonna start showing our first move. So this is a hamstring focused workout today. The first move is gonna be an offset squat. So you're gonna hold a weight, if you have one, on one shoulder. This could also be your dumbbell on one shoulder. If you have nothing to hold, totally fine. You will extend your arm overhead instead of holding. And then we're gonna go into traditional squats just like we did and practiced in the warm-up. So choose your option. Honestly, for me, the overhead with no weight is probably the hardest, I'll be honest. Just because that extension is tough for me, my flexibility. But you can try them all. All right, let's go. So, dumbbell on the right shoulder or no weight, arm extended. We're gonna do 4 on the right and then 4 on the left. All right, really sinking your hips back. Trying to keep your chest tall, so you want to avoid dipping your chest forward. And rest, 10-second break. I'll demonstrate the next one with the extended arm. Same side, so either right arm is still up or on your shoulder. All right, let's go. So if you need a little bit more out of this exercise, you can always try to increase your speed and get in more reps. You can also work on your range of motion by trying to sink maybe a little bit lower into your squat. Break, 2 down on the right, 2 to go. Okay, demonstrate with a water bottle. I'm sure you can imagine that, but just so you can see all your choices. So this exercise is still a little bit more quads, glutes, definitely some hamstrings, but we're still kind of warming up the hamstrings. Our next 2 sets of Tabatas are really gonna get those a lot more directly. So if you're excited for hamstrings, get excited. And take a break, 1 more on the right. Again, picking whatever option you like best. Last one on the right, or whatever option is accessible to you. And go. So remember, your feet should be a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are probably angled slightly out. You just want your knees going over your toes. Exhale again as you press up to stand. And 10-second break, we're gonna go to the other side. So try to do the same variations on the left that you did on the right. All right, let's do this. So this offset squat where you have either the weight in one side or the arm extended on one side, it creates more of a core challenge. Your center of gravity is shifted. So you have to focus more on really embracing all the core muscles. Rest as you do your squat. So abs, low back, hamstrings are more activated than normal. All right, let's do it. Keep breathing through here. If your arm is extended, check and see, is it falling forward? Is it bending out to the side? Is it resulting in a big hip hinge and you're losing that depth? Excellent, rest. So you want to try to keep your arm fully extended, bicep by ear, and keep your chest lifted. All right, let's go. 2 rounds left, both on the left. Stay in it, our rest is coming. Now it's a lot of squats. You all got this, you're strong. You've been coming, a lot of you, very consistently to this class, and I know other classes too. Rest. You've probably been doing lots of bodyweight squats. All right, last round of squats. Set it up, stand tall, let's go. 20 seconds left. Rest is next. If you feel good, push through with some speed. Try to get an extra rep or 2 in this last round. Breathe, exhale as you press up all the way to the end. And take your break, walk it out, grab water. Moving on to a different exercise. We'll get some major hamstring activation in this next one. So it's a balancing T row. Sounds hard, but you'll get it. So again, water bottle or dumbbell if you want, or nothing. One knee slightly bent, shoulders down, hinging forward into a T position. Head, hips, and heels should be in a straight line. Both arms are gonna come down, one arm is gonna row up. You do not need weight. The emphasis is the core, the balance, your supporting leg is really gonna feel it. So the weight is just a bonus if you have it. All right, let's go. This first one, you really wanna work on balance, get stable, then add in the movement. Focus your eyes on a point in front of you that's not moving. That'll really help you with balance. Knee again is slightly bent. As you roll up, squeeze the shoulder blade in, rest. You should already feel your supporting leg, glute, hamstring activating. Same side, get ready. All right, T position, here we go. Really focus on keeping hips and shoulders square. As you row, you might want to twist to the side, and that will give your supporting leg a rest We're really trying to work our supporting hamstring, glute, and core here. And rest. 2 to go. Okay, I'll demonstrate without a dumbbell. You definitely do not need the dumbbell or the water bottle. If you don't have it, don't want it. Here we go. Round 3, same leg. Whether you're rowing a dumbbell, a water bottle, or nothing, you squeeze your shoulder blade into the top like you're trying to pinch a pencil between that shoulder blade. So much focus on the balance, you're doing great. Relax. If you're really struggling with the balance, I should have said this earlier, you can keep your back toe resting on the ground. All right, I'll demonstrate like that. Here we go. So you are still gonna feel the major activation in your supporting leg, which is the primary focus of the move. That toe, that kickstand will really help you stay in the desired position. So if you're falling the whole time, this is a way better way to get the benefit of the move. And relax. Okay, your supporting leg should be on fire. We get to switch sides now. All right, same thing, other leg, supporting knee slightly bent. All right, hinge forward, abs are nice and tight. Just like that plank that we practiced. Head, hips to your heel. Try to be in a straight line so you're in that inverted T position. Again, if you notice twisting, rotating to the side, try to square it off. Rest. 3 more on that leg. You're doing awesome. This is a tough move, a really tough one. All right, reset. Let's try again. Falling. See, everybody falls. If you don't fall, then you're not challenging yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, you don't get stronger. So do not be embarrassed if you're falling, if you need to have the back toe down, whatever you need to do. Rest. Trying something new, it's never gonna be perfect. All right, you ready? 2 more to go, same leg, right leg should be down. If you're in that T position, really work on lifting the back leg. So sometimes I see this and you get more into like a V. So really shooting for a T, that straight line. That's what's really gonna fire up your supporting leg. Rest. 1 to go. All right, get ready. Remember the toe can be a kickstand and stay down. And begin. I'll demonstrate that on this last round. Squeeze your shoulder blade at the top. There's a ton to think about in this one. You're almost through. Embrace the burn, embrace the shake if you're having it. You made it. Rest. Shake it out, grab water. Our last move will be down on the mat or the floor. No weight, no water bottle. We're going to do a variation of hip bridges, which are huge posterior chain strengthening move. So hamstrings, glutes, lower back. The first one, we're going to do a traditional glute bridge to practice the form. And then we'll build onto it. So feet about hip width apart, toes point forward. You should just about be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. And when it's time, we'll drive through the heels, lifting your hips, lowering back down. So not quite yet, but just so you have a chance to look. All right, get ready. Here we go. So again, driving through your heels, lift your hips. You're shooting for a straight line, knees, hips to shoulders. So you don't need to hyperextend or go up too high. Exhale as you press up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. And 10-second break. All right, we have a practice round. If you want to give a try, single leg will be next. So you'll keep one foot down, extend the other leg out, and go. Same thing, one leg only doing the work. You should instantly feel a difference in your hamstrings, especially on that single leg. Fire in. I like to recommend palms up so you're not gripping at your mat or your towel if you have one. And relax. We're gonna do that same leg one more time on the same leg before we switch sides. Yes, you can. You got this. Get ready. Let's do it. I promise you to switch legs after this. Stick with it for one more round. Those palms up will really help you relax through your shoulders, neck, and head. So the work is really in your core and your legs, your upper body's calm. And relax, switching legs. You can always return to where we started with 2 feet down. All right, if you're going single leg, extend. Let's do it. Try to do the same thing on this other leg that you did on your first side. So if you stuck with single leg through 2 sets, you can do it again. Again, really driving through your heel. Focus the energy on the back side of your body. Hamstrings, glutes, lower back, rest. Really try to release tension in your neck and shoulders. One more, same leg. Again, ready? Hit it, 20 seconds. Last time of single leg. We've got 3 more rounds. They're all gonna be a little bit different. Something fun to try. And rest, both feet down. 10-second break. The next one, as you press up, we're gonna do a marching movement with our legs. So stay up, we're gonna march out, out, in. Do 2 leading with one side and then lead with the other side. So left, right, you can do it again. And then you'll switch to go right, left. So keeping both sides balanced. You're activated, you're lifted the whole time. And rest, release it down, here's your break. Next one, same thing, but we're gonna march our feet forward and backward instead of out and in. All right, lift, here we go. Again, switch lead leg. So start with your right leg, then you can do your left leg. Really try to keep your hips lifted. Notice the difference when your legs are far out versus in, if you feel different. And relax. One final move. One more variation. We're going to stay lifted and we're just going to switch, straightening one leg. All right, so lift. You're going to extend one leg, place it down, extend the other leg. Stay lifted. You've got this final 20 seconds of work. Breathe through it. Upper body stays relaxed. Hips stay lifted. You got this. You're almost there. Finish it out. And release all the way down. Taking a second, hugging your knees into your chest. Head can stay nice and relaxed down on the mat. Maybe a little side to side sway here. This should feel really nice on your lower back. A good release. And then when you're complete here, we can do some bigger rocks until we get all the way up. Actually, I don't want to come all the way up. I lied. Stay down. We're going to do a really nice hamstring stretch here. So head back down, 1 foot flat on the floor. Extend your leg up. You can grab behind your hamstrings or behind your calves and pull that leg in gently. Avoid grabbing right on your knee joint. Trying to keep your leg pretty straight. Just feel a really nice stretch through your hamstring here. If you want to add in ankle rolls, you can. That really helps you feel the stretch. Tons of hamstring work and glute work, so we're also going to get our glutes. Cross that top leg down onto your bottom leg. Reach through that little window you created. Pull it on in. Nice flexed foot. This should feel amazing on your glute here. Again, try to keep your head relaxed down. This is your recovery. It should feel nice and easy. Stretches should feel good, not painful. And go ahead, release that. Switching legs, we'll have time for the same stretches on the other side. So extend one leg up, starting with our hamstring stretch first. Grabbing behind your thigh or calf, but not behind your knee. Adding ankle rolls if you like them. Really feel the stretch in the back of your leg. And then from here, we can go into our figure 4 glute stretch, final move of class. Crossing that top foot down onto the bottom, reach through that window you created, pull it on in. Top foot stays nice and flexed. You should really feel a good stretch here in your glutes. Take a couple deep breaths, just Congratulate yourself for making 20 minutes of your day dedicated to this class. Go ahead and release that. All right, let's rock up to seated position. Take your time getting up. If you feel any lightheadedness or dizziness, you can stay seated until you're ready to come all the way up to standing. And congratulate yourself. Really nice job, everybody.